My mother often helped me to do housework, so I do not really do housework a lot. And in the future, if I have more time, I will help my mother with household duties. Yeah.
Okay, great job. Wow, I like your answer because even though that you shared your past experience and you did not experience any cooking at all, but you are planning. Okay, that's the trick as well in IELTS speaking. If you don't have any experience, what are your plans in the future? However, I just want you to make sure not to say yeah in the last part. Okay? So you need to have conviction. Conviction. That's it. That's your answer. Okay. No, yeah. No, that's it. Okay. Let's have this one. But you're quite good. I think you're ready for your examination this December. You're better actually than my offline students. Yes. Yes, you're better. Yeah, because some of my students are not that fluent actually. However, they received 5.0, 6.0 in their speaking category. So I think you'll get a higher score, maybe a 9 perhaps. That's the highest. Now let's have number 2. Did you do some house cleaning when you were young? So if I were to answer this one, I would say that I did house cleaning when I was young as part of my chores. My parents believed in teaching responsibility and basic skills from a young age, which included cleaning my room and helping with household chores. How about you, Emma? How will you answer this question?
When I was knee-high to a grad shopper, my mother wanted to teach me about the value of labor. So she swayed me into doing housework by awarding me an ice cream cones for every task I completed. So when I was young, I usually helped my mother with household duties. But as I grow up, I have many things to do and my study is really hard, so I rarely have time to help my mother with housework. Yeah.
Yes, as
Sorry
you grew up,
about that.
it's fine. It's fine with our class, okay? But you need to avoid doing that, okay? So, wow, yes, I totally agree with your answer. As we grow older, we have different priorities. So you prioritize as you grow older your study, of course. Now, let's have number 3 question. Do you have breakfast at home every day? If I were to answer this one, I would say that I usually have breakfast at home every day. It's a routine I've maintained because I find it helping me starting my day with energy and focus. Okay. How about you, Emma?
Um, I know that breakfast is the most important meal in the day, but I rarely have breakfast at home because I get up so late. Properly, I often buy breakfast near my school and take it in the class to eat. Because my mother cannot get up early to make breakfast for me, so I think I rarely have breakfast at home.
Wow. Okay, I like your answer. It's quite funny, but that's IELTS speaking. You're so good already. I can say that you'll ace your examination. Okay, so continue using that structure. I just want you to practice how you pronounce the word school, okay? Because sometimes I hear you pronounce L here as R, like score, okay? But that can be worked out, okay? School, L. Okay, but your answer is quite good already. Okay, now let's have number 4. Do you want to learn how to cook well? If I were to answer this one, I would say that I would definitely like to learn how to cook well. Cooking is not only a valuable life skill, but also a creative and enjoyable activity. I often watch cooking tutorials and experiment with different cuisines to improve my cooking skills. How about you, Emma? How will you answer this question?
Of course, because in the future, I plan to move out and live an independent life. So cooking is the essential skill that I have to acquire. So, and if I can cook, I can be able to show my love to my family through meals that I cook for them. Yeah, so I think in the future I would learn how to cook.
Okay, great job. So just avoid the yeah. But you did a great job. Okay, in answering this one. You're so good already. I don't know if what I can teach you more, but maybe we can just be buddy in speaking. So now let's have technology this time. Or if you have any questions, Emma, before we proceed to technology.
Perceiving technology,
Okay.
absolutely.
hmm So now let's have technology this time. Okay, what technology do you often use? Computers or cell phones? If I were to answer this one, I would say that I actually always use both computers and cell phones, but if I had to choose one that I use more frequently, it would be my cell phone. It has become an essential tool for communication, productivity, and entertainment. Whenever I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I look for is my phone. Okay. Now, how about you, Emma? How will you answer this question?
I often use my cell phones because they are portable and I can use my cell phone to stay in touch with my friends that are overseas. And I think cell phones are much more better than computers because computers it really big and you cannot take it everywhere and it's not really lightweight. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, lightweight. Okay, great job. Handy, portable. Okay, so you can use those terms, which you also used earlier. Okay, so now let's have this one. What electronic devices have you bought lately? Even though you haven't bought anything yet, but you can just pretend, okay? Because you really need to share something. So if I were to answer this one, I would say that the most recent electronic device that I bought was was a tablet. It has been very helpful for reading electronic books, taking notes, and watching videos, especially when I'm on the go. How about you, Emma? How will you answer this question?
Um, on like Vietnam has experienced COVID-19 and
Mhm.
during the lockdown period we need to study online, so my mother decided to bought me a MacBook for me to learn online, so I really treasure it and I always try to use it safe like careful, yeah.
Okay. Use it carefully. Okay.
Yeah.
So carefully, don't forget that. Okay, so just organize your ideas. Okay. But your fluency is not that bad. Okay. Now let's continue. Are there any technologies you want to buy? Okay. So if I were to answer this one, I would say that I'm considering purchasing a smartwatch in the future. The idea of having quick access to notifications, health tracking features, and convenience of a wearable device appeals to me. How about you, Emma? How will you answer this question?
I would like to buy a new tablet because mine is really old and has a tablet has a big screen, so I can watch Korean films and read books on that. So I think it's really convenient.
Okay, yes, conveniency is the key. Now, let's have this one. What are the benefits of technology? Do you think it is important in your life? Okay, if I were to answer this one, this might be long. The benefits of technology are numerous. It enhances communication, streamline tasks, and provides access to a wealth of information. Personally, technology is incredibly important in my life as it allows me to work efficiently, stay connected with my loved ones, and access a wide variety of resources for learning and entertainment. It has become an integral part of modern living and continues to shape our daily experiences. How about you, Emma? How will you answer this question?
Um, I think technology has various benefits, but I would mention about they more than like technology now uh available in several electronic devices such as smartphone. Uh, Smartphone allows user to um to access several information which is a click of mouse on,
Mm-hmm.
and you can also make an online order. You can just sit at home and then you can order the thing you want, and then you don't need to go to the supermarket to take it by yourself. And I think it's really important to our life because in the contemporary world, the world is really developing. So technology is more essential when you need to develop your country.
Yes. Okay. I totally agree with you. Before, when we talk about laptops, phones, they're not necessities. So they're not that important. However, because of our modern world, it's not a luxury item anymore. It's not considered a luxury item. Okay. Now let's continue with weather. If you don't have any questions, Emma.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's continue. What is the weather like where you live? So if I were to answer this one, the weather can vary greatly depending on the region where one lives. Here in the Philippines, we only have two seasons. We have the dry season, which is commonly or universally called as summer, and we have wet season or rainy season. But what I like the most is during summer or dry season because I can go out and play at the beach. How about you, Emma? How will you answer this question?
um the weather in the place I live is quite a pleasure. In the summer, the temperature is not too high, and in the winter is not too low. So it's perfectly for you to choose your clothes suitable for each season in my country.
Yeah, okay. Great job. Okay, so it really depends. It really depends. Now, where are you, if you don't mind, Emma? Where are you located in Vietnam?
I located in the capital of Vietnam, Hanoi.
Ah, Hanoi. Okay. And how's the weather there today?
Um, is it's the autumn, so the weather is quite a pleasure. It's not too hot and not too cold, so it's really it made me feel like really happy because it's not really hot. Yeah, I hate summer. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So that's good news for you then. Now let's have this one. Do you prefer cold or hot weather? Though you answered this one already, but let's answer it. Okay. So if I were to answer this one, some
Mày có đường đây.
people enjoy the warmth of hot weather
Cái điện bị
and
sạc luôn đấy.
outdoor outdoor activities it allows, while others prefer the coolness of winter and winter sports. But I personally like summer. Okay, how about you, Emma? How will you answer this question?
Um, I think I would go for a cold weather because in the winter my face is less oily, so I have less acne. It boosts my confidence significantly whenever I have a conversation with the opposite person. So that's it.
Wow. Wow, that's caught me off guard. Okay, it's more on cosmetics. Yeah, that's why some of the people, most of the people, or personally, I have breakouts during summer. Yeah, maybe because of that. Okay, so now let's have this one. Okay, you answered this already, so let's just skip this one. Okay, now let's have this one. Do you often check weather forecasts? Okay, so if I were to answer this one, I would say that checking weather forecasts is a common practice, especially when planning outdoor activities or travel. It helps individuals prepare for changing conditions and ensures their safety and comfort. And I rely on weather forecasts to be informed about my day-to-day activities. How about you, Emma? How will you answer this question?
Um, I'm a creature of habit, so I have to check the weather forecast to ensure everything goes according to my schedule. But sometimes I still have to stray away from my schedule because the weather forecast is not 100% accurate.
Mm-hmm. So it's not, yes, that's why it's called forecast. Sometimes people will get mad because in the weather forecast or the anchor or the news reporter mentioned that it will rain, but it did not rain, for example. So there will be bad opinions or negative feedback about the anchor or news reporter. So it's a forecast. Okay, that's why it can be possible. There's possibility. Okay, now let's continue with public transportation. But do you have any questions about weather before we proceed?
No.
Okay, since you don't have any question, let's proceed with the first question. What kind of public transportation do you usually take? Okay. The common forms of public transportation in my country include buses, jeepneys, taxis, and motorcycles. But when I need to go to my office,